Talon, what are you doing in the crack house, man?
Dude, it's Sunday gun day.
Let's do it. Welcome back, everybody. We are out here with Talon Sei.
What's up, everyone?
If you're not following him, he does lots of videos on guns and other stuff, interesting stuff.
Weird stuff.
Yeah, we filmed a really weird one yesterday. I'm not sure when this video is coming out, but trust me, it's weird. You'll see it if you subscribe to him.
Yeah.
But he does videos in kind of a unique fashion with first mag impressions, does some shooting and follow-up along the way. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to do it that style out here in the dirt field. And we're going to do it with this pistol. This is the Archon Type B. I have never fired this. I held it once before, but that's it. So it's new to me for sure. Can you walk us through the features of it?
Yeah, absolutely. So it's pretty unique, obviously, not only aesthetic-wise, but features as well. It's sort of like a one-stop shop pistol for a lot of people. So from the top down, you got the front fiber optic front post and then a black serrated rear. Some people are on the fence about that because they tend to break these fiber optics.
Sure.
Personally, I've never done that, but that's okay with me.
I have, but it still works, even if it's just a black sight.
Yeah, and they are replaceable for Glock sights, which is nice.
That is cool.
The finish on the slide is very unique. This is definitely known for being one of the lowest, if not the lowest, bore axis gun on the market right now. Yep. So depending on where that fulcrum is, where your hand comes in contact with the gun, you can get a super high purchase. And as you will see here, this thing shoots very flat. Slide finish is very nice, both front and rear serrations. I'm a big fan of this little awkward cutout here, so you'll be able to kind of see how that works for you.
Yep.
Polymer frame, double stack, 9mm. There is a metal trigger shoe, and this whole thing rides on rails that run basically from the front to the rear of the gun, so it is super smooth in its action.
And it's not a Browning action, right?
It's not a Browning action, yeah, so if you lock this back, you can tell.
Right. There's no tilt there on the barrel like you would normally have.
Right.
So it's got a kind of a unique mechanism that rises and closes while the slide is retracting, so it's cool.
One other weird thing is that the mag button is ambidextrous. You already know
I do.
about that.
Yes.
I think it's cool, like the engineering aspect of it.
Sure.
But at the same time, under stress, could that thing fall out? Absolutely.
Show them what you mean. So
do you have a mag?
Yeah, I do. So I am not a fan of this. I've seen this. I've hit it before. I know what he's about to do, and I don't like it.
So standard magazine, even when there is ammo in it. So imagine you go to slide lock and you're going for a quick reload. You see it in videos, like a police officer somewhat recently goes to put a mag in backwards. And let me flip the gun around here. As soon as that mag is kind of seated in there, this pulls right out.
Yep. So
that is the mag button. You can swap it to the other side, pull this out, and then you're set up for a left-handed shooter. Obviously, it happens really easy. Like this thing legit falls out of there. Yeah. I appreciate it for the engineering aspect of it. I like weird stuff like that, but for something that you want to function, be reliable, you really have to be careful when it comes to something like that.
Yeah, not a fan of that personally. Anyway.
Grip texture is pretty unique on this, and we can talk about this more in a little bit. And then also this little back thing here, I don't know, do you know what that is designed for?
I believe it's to keep it in your hand as it recoils, is that correct?
Yeah, so it's sort of, some people don't like it, they don't like the way it wears, but it pushes into like that tendon in your hand, and every time it recoils, it sort of tightens your grip a little bit. It's kind of weird to get used to, but I'm personally a fan of it. So.
Yeah, we'll see if I am. So, yeah, man, let's get after it. First mag. All right, first mag time. Let's see how it does. I was afraid the mag release was going to fall out. Not going to lie. Definitely got a impression on the low bore axis. We'll talk about that in a second.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice. All right, first mag impressions. What he said in the beginning about having a low bore axis definitely comes into play. It tracks extremely well. What I mean by that, for those who don't know, is that when you're firing, your sight just goes right back to where you had it very, very quickly and allows you to break that next shot. The trigger, pretty nice as well. I think that metal trigger shoe really does help with that. It's hot out today. It's legit 90s, real high humidity. We'll see how the grip texture sort of holds up going forward, but initial impressions, it shoots well.
Yeah.
So anyway, we'll put some more rounds through it and let you know what we think of it at the end.
One thing that I do like about this too, 45-degree angle. Not all guns do that reliably, and this one seems to do it pretty well. So.
That is cool. Dig it. That thing tracked. Awesome. Okay. Awesome. All right, guys, I think that's it for shooting.
No, bonus mag.
Nice. Everyone loves a bonus mag. Let's do it. For real this time, that's all the shooting we're doing. So finished up here, put a few mags each through it, and you've already, of course, put a ton through it.
Yeah, probably close to 1,000 now.
How's reliability been?
Reliability for me has been A1. I mean, it's been good the whole time. I have heard some things, I mean, with different people who also make YouTube videos and friends of mine. But yeah, mine has been okay since I've been running it.
Yep. I will tell you, it shoots great. I am a fan of it for sure. This little thing here in the rear, I thought it might feel odd, but it doesn't. It actually feels very good to me.
Yeah, some people don't like it because they say it rubs, but I am a fan of it as well.
Yeah, I like that for sure. It does auto forward when you insert the mag like we showed. I think that's cool. Just as long as the user knows that it's there, you know,
because you really got to
make sure your finger's off that trigger for sure. Light rail up front, which is great. I run pretty much everything with lights. The grip texture is interesting, so it's cool. It's got these little like squarish things, and what's cool about it is they go in different directions in different parts of the pistol. So some go up, some go down on the side. On the side, excuse me. In the front, the one thing I do like, and people who watch this channel know, I harp on this in videos, is that I want aggressive texturing on the front strap and the back strap. On the side, I mean, I want it most of the time, but if it's not there, I'm cool with it. But front and back, because that's where the gun is moving as you fire. I will tell you, the front is doing a good job. Not so sure on the back. I don't really feel it grabbing me like I would want it to. Of course, it's a 9mm. It's got a low bore access. It's not jumping around too much. We put mostly Minuteman munitions through it today, 115 grain, also some American Eagle, and also some 24 grain, Spear Gold Dots. Ate them all up, so that's good news there. Trigger's good. I like the sights. What were you saying about the sights earlier off camera?
They were a little weird for me to pick up initially, where you actually hold the sights if you're trying to be very precise. I just ran this through our training this past week, and I haven't been shooting it. I mean, I've been shooting it a lot more recently, so I've been getting better with it, but you can't really compare it to a Glock. It's a little bit different there, so it's one of those things that if you just train for it, you'll get used to it, and yeah.
And I don't think that's a bad thing. I've talked about it in the past. I think Glock sight pictures are bad, and they honestly should fix it. I think it's wrong. Like, literally, it's wrong. The point of impact, point of aim is off on it if you align your sights properly. But anyway, I'll get off my soapbox there. Another cool feature I like is the mag wall. That's awesome. Super wide, has the little cutout in the front to strip and rip, but unlike some of the early Gen 5 Glocks, it doesn't pinch you when you put it in there, so there's no pinch at all there.
It's sort of a bevel across the front.
Correct.
Which helps that.
Yep. So if you have to strip and rip, you can. Mags, all metal. Are these Met Guard, you know?
I'm not sure. I believe so.
I'd bet they were, looking at them.
It comes with 4 mags. You can mark up the base plates, which is nice.
Yep, sort of like a PMag, so it has the sort of marking system on there.
And it comes with a soft case, some cleaning lube and stuff like that. And it's actually a case that I don't use, but for someone who is getting a pistol one-stop shop, you kind of get all of that. So.
And it should come with all that for the price, because this pistol is not cheap. We were just looking around online. The cheapest I saw it was $750. Of course, we'll put links down below if you guys are looking to pick it up. But most places are more than that. It's $800 and up, most places that we saw.
Yeah.
So it's not a budget-friendly pistol, but it's not super expensive either. You know, it's not like a Wilson Combat or Night Force or Nighthawk, or rather, anything like that. It is a semi-custom gun, though. So.
If you compare that directly to, say, it's about a Glock 17 size. The dimensions are obviously a little bit different all around, but if you compare it, I mean, you're getting front serrations, you're getting a nice set of sights, the grip texture and everything. The trigger alone, it's a very good stock trigger, so there isn't much you have to switch out there. But for a Glock, if you're swapping out the trigger and you're swapping out the sights and doing this and that, cutting the slide for it to track faster and flatter, I think it's a good one-stop shop right out of the box, and there isn't a whole lot that you have to do to it.
Yeah, the price wouldn't turn me off from buying it. I know it will turn some folks off because, again, you can get Glocks, M&Ps, other really good guns. perhaps at a lesser price point. But it seems really well built. There's no machine marks anywhere on the gun.
Super clean.
Everything's fit real well. So that's pretty much it, man. Anything else you want to talk about on the gun?
I think that's about it.
Cool, man. If you guys have any questions, you can post down below in the comment section. You can always post over at my Facebook page. Best place to get me. If you guys aren't subscribed to Talon's channel, there will be a link down below in the video description or over my head and or both. Head over there and check it out. Like we said, he does gun videos, but he does a lot of other stuff too that's cool. And thank you very much, man, for coming out.
Thanks for having me,
appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
All right. We'll see you in the next video.
See you guys.